microphone is on. The microphone is on, but the music's still playing, so you probably can't hear me. The microphone is finished. I don't know. I'm not late. I'm streaming, Chris. I'm just making sure everything's absolutely 100% ready, because it never normally is. 3, 2, 1, bang! We are live, and I've already got a coffee today, so I haven't got to speak to Mrs. World of Wayne about getting me one. And I've just had the fan on because this house is about 200 degrees. Now winter has hit. I really haven't got any content today because what I was planning to do, you can hear me all right actually. Let me just double check my dashboard. I am live. I was planning to actually do the last bits of R2-D2 live so you could see it up and running. And as you can see, it's still sitting on itself with its head off because it didn't come, and I was meant to get a part today. Now, I know that Mark Tadgell's been sending me the parts. I've got a part coming from him. I've also got an issue 100 coming from elsewhere as well, because I got 99 and 100 because I wanted to spares. I wanted another motherboard, and I wanted a charger. But Mark Tadgell, if you are watching this, I've got all of your issues here that I owe you. So we'll arrange to meet up, but it's probably going to be sometime after the 20th or 21st now. That's when I'm going to get time. So that's that. So it's a shame because I really wanted to help you on that. But as Chris Camplin says, we will be talking about R2-D2 because I know it's a lot of moderating going on the Model Space forums, and I'm not really too happy about it. So yeah, hello everyone. Hello Jason Platt. Hello Chris Camplin. Hello Ethan. Hello Dave. There is a couple of things. Oh, hello Brian. How's the US? I bet it's this cold this time of year, depending on where you are. Anyway, there's a couple of things that I was going to talk about first. You probably already noticed, look, I've got a little Amazon affiliate link down there now. And the good thing is that it takes you straight to my shop. But if you don't want to buy anything in my shop, you can just go shopping on Amazon from normally just by clicking that link. And I get kickbacks for it. And I didn't even realise that. So that's been going for 2 months until I checked my account the other day. And I was like, oh my God. So I don't know how that works. But there you go. 1971 Streethawk, you're still waiting for 97 to 100. Well, I'm still waiting for issue 100. And then next month, I will get my issues 97 to 100 because I was a month behind. If it wasn't for the saving grace of Mark Tadgell, who lives just down the road from me, I'll be in Stum. I wouldn't be able to have that. Andy, I'm feeling absolutely better now. Thank you very much. As you can hear, I've got a lovely voice. I might entertain you with a rendition later on. But Mark has also got me, as you can see, I put a new shelf up here because, believe it or not, these shelves will not last. This is starting to bend down even more. And every morning I come in, I check the gap between the wall because these floating shelves cannot hold that car. It's too heavy. And that's why I reinforced it with a rod there, which is now making this shelf go down a bit more. So I don't think they're going to fall off because I did reinforce the wall plugs in it. But yeah, that's why I needed these shelves here. But the reason I put them in there and there's no shelf above here is because, as I said, I've got a massive C3PO coming on here, which is, look, my finger points at everything today, which is in my Amazon store under moving memorabilia. And it's £35 and this thing's got a red arm and it looks absolutely god-awful, which is why it needs to be painted. And if any of you are going to get this, look, I've just finally got this paint through. This is gold chrome paint, and that is the color. I've done a test. That is the color of it. So that will be the color of my of my C3PO. That's a nice one, isn't it? Now the thing is, because I don't want to weather it, and I've got to obviously paint the whole thing gold apart from the leg, which I've got silver for. It has made me think: do I want to weather R2-D2, or shall I have the look of the New Hope? You know, when they're getting their medals. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. So, what part of America are you from, Brian? Chris Cameron, did you see them say to someone to put a bit of wire on the batteries? No, I didn't. Let's jump onto the R2-D2 thing. First of all, when I've deliberately stayed off the Facebook groups at the moment because seeing people turning them on and either they're not coming on at all. You must have all seen that guy's who turned his on and his head just went round and almost broke the thing. I was really panicking already about, you know, you get this thing finished, I put the batteries in and pressing that on button for the first time. It's not something I'm looking forward to, I'll tell you that now. And I am planning to do it, so it's going to be completely, utterly uncut. So if something goes wrong, you really will see someone crying. I'm probably going to get emotional anyway, but That's terrible. But the app. Let's talk about the app. I cannot believe this thing's been in production for 2 years. They knew the end date and the app isn't ready. And they must have had a prototype for this, which means they've already got a way to control an app on phone to the R2 unit. That's there. We know that. There's pictures of it. There's obviously some discrepancy with the Android store and the iCloud. And I'll tell you exactly what that is, because I heard about this about 7 months ago, that they were initially going to be charging $4.99 for the app. And then I was burned down in flames saying, no, the app's going to be completely free and you can download it. And I think that's the problem they're having at the moment, that they're trying to weigh off the cost of it, because believe it or not, put it in the Google store and the App Store is not going to be cheap for them, especially if they don't let them cover it in adverts. So don't be surprised if we do end up paying for the app. That's all I'm saying. But it's disgusting. And I think this has been a brilliant build, the R2-D2, and they've really dropped the ball on issue 100. Chris Camplin, going to the last one and then on live. What's that? Oh, you're from Michigan. Cool. I haven't really been over that side. I think the closest I've been that far is Minnesota. Been to Minnesota. To the Mall of America. Are you going to do a video of the C3PO? Yes, Chris Camplin. I'm going to be doing the big one. I'm going to be taking it apart, painting it, putting 2 LED lights in it, putting a switch in it, all using the Arduino kit, although I won't be using the Arduino for this one because it's just going to have a little on-off switch. I'm not going to have it talking. It's just going to have the lights on and off, so that when it's behind there and I'm doing things like this now, you'll see it up there all lit up and stuff. So but in the new year, I am going to start showing you how to do Arduino programming. And just so you know, if you are comprehensive with the Arduino already, it's going to be very basic to start off with. I'm going to be talking about what a variable is, what an LED is, what sides an LED is negative and what's positive, how to tell the voltage of an LED, how to connect a breadboard, that sort. It's going to be really simple to start off with. So it might be a bit slower for some people than others, but hopefully you bear with me as it goes on. I'm aiming to get one of those videos out a week. Because I don't want to swamp people and I want them to be able to experiment and have a play around with themselves how to use the Arduino. But just like I mentioned last time, and again, God, look at my finger, it is in the store. I've got the full Arduino kit here, which has got loads of matrices in it, wires, sensors, LEDs, everything you can shake a stick at. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be using. But the Arduino on its own is only about 10 quid. And you can get little mini ones if you wanted to for like even cheaper than that, I believe. So, hi Chris, Fast and the Furious 7. Ian Campbell, hello. Thank you for all the people that pointed out my deliberate mistake today in my DeLorean build up there. That I completely ignored the instructions for 2 of the points, if you saw. But I put the wires in upside down, so I turned it round. So rather than come out the bottom, they're coming out the top and going down. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that car build at the moment. This is the tranquil bit, if you like. So it is weird how they put in the wires around the big wires to keep them in place. That's sort of like what I was doing with a fishing wire earlier on. So I thought that was quite a good nod to me, that was. But obviously they had that planned years and years ago, I think. Because in the model one that I saw, the demonstration one, they had little white bands around it. So don't know. Fast and Furious 7, hi Wayne, are you doing the Bond car? It's still on trial. And talking about trials, Richard, I don't know if you're in here. He sent me this. Has anyone seen this? Let's go like this. I can't see this anywhere, but obviously this is a trial still. But if there was something I wanted to build, this would probably be it. This is quite a good little thing, this is. More so because of the special freebie here. Look. 7x7 times 76.8 centimeters, 3/4 of a meter. That looks pretty cool. But this is all I can see about it. But again, I believe this is just a trial which is never going to happen and we're never going to see the light of day. But that could be fun. I like the little diorama thing they've got here with the sand on it and stuff. But to that end, looks pretty cool, doesn't it? To that end, who's heard anything about the X-Wing? Bit worrying, huh? I don't think it's coming out for January either. I think they're having licensing problems with it because, again, it costs a lot of money. And if you notice, D.L. Steen is very quiet at the moment. Very quiet. No information's coming out. Even the firm that I use, who are like an intermediary for marketing for D'Agostini, have gone completely quiet. So it's either that sort of year. Oh, Panjit on Twitter, on Twitch. Hi, mate. How are you? Sorry, I've only just saw your comment. I don't know when that went up there. I don't know if anyone else has heard anything about X-Wing, but yeah, D'Agostini's gone very quiet at the moment. So I've expected. Let me see what the date is. I was heard the TV branding and stuff like that starts from the 17th, Monday the 17th of December. But I would have thought there'd be some sort of gearing up going on at the moment. But no, nothing at all. Even like a soft release where the X-Wing site online would actually do something, but it doesn't. US is doing the X-Wing, so's Germany, Jason. Andy Nash, where can you get the kit from? Is that for the Apollo 11 one you're looking? It's not out yet. It's advertised on the D'Agostini website, but they've there's no release date or anything. It's just one of these tests, I guess, that never happen. Like the Ghostbusters Ecto 1. But it is worrying because you look on the Model Space forum as well, and they've gone quiet about the X-Wing as well. As a matter of fact, one of the threads on there is locked as well. So something's not happening right. Hatchet Terminator build's not happening, Bickle. As far as I know, it's not happening. I was told it wasn't happening now. But again, when these things finally... You'll know when one of the tests go into full production because it will be on TV, it will be in magazines, it will be everywhere. And the way that I check to see if the X-Wings actually come out is I just go to the D'Agostini homepage and click on Star Wars. And all that's there at the moment is the R2-D2. That may change next week because obviously R2-D2 finished this week. But with the fact that there's no app up yet, who knows? So, there you go. Have you heard about the new DeLorean for 2019, Ethan? No, I haven't heard about that. Please fill me in. Andy Nash, sorry for the electrical set. What was that? Sorry, I'm just... the kit, Andy Nash, it's in my Amazon link. Look, go down here and click on Modeller's Emporium. The Arduino set's in there. The next is the Batmobile 66. I don't know if that's out now, is it? I haven't seen that either. See, we're at a loss because the R2-D2's finished. Obviously, we're at issue 101 now of the DeLorean. What happens after May? My channel will suddenly become an Arduino programming channel and a live streaming channel. It's a bit worrying because I don't know what else to build. That's why when this Apollo 11 thing came up, I thought, oh, that could be a fun thing to build. That and the, what's it called? Let's get on to the X-Wing, actually. That and that Volkswagen camper would be really good. This is the US site here for D'Agostini. If I change that to UK, you'd expect to see Build the X-Wing plastered all over the UK site, and obviously it's not at the moment. So if we click on Star Wars, all we've got at the moment is the R2-D2, which they're still doing as a monthly sale, which I'm sure that's going to go over to pack soon. But yeah, absolutely nothing. So a bit worrying, that one. But you know, I can't fault D'Agostini until issue 100. I mean, there was a problem with the hologram. I know about that, but that's probably the only issue people have with that. But this whole battery fiasco and the app, no, it's not good. But I've said my piece. You're not allowed to say your piece in the official forums because, you know, you get banned. Yeah, I'm already banned from the official forums if you didn't know. So it's funny. I've done collaborations with Model Space, but I'm banned from the forum. I get myself in all sorts of trouble. Just like you'd get yourself into trouble if you go onto the other Facebook groups that I'm not allowed in because I got banned. God, I'm a rebel, aren't I? What else do I have to show you? Next, what's the date today? It's the 6th. On the 15th of December to the 29th of January, I'm going to this. Robotasia in Milton Keynes. I did mention this last week. This is free. It's in Milton Keynes Library. It's completely free. But look at the amount of robots they're going to be having in here. They're going to have the Iron Man armour and stuff like that. And the reason I'm going is because of that little bad boy there. I can't wait to see that. But I figure I was going to tie it in with some of the Christmas shopping just to see some of the robots going on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot more R2-D2 units there and stuff. Daleks. But yeah, that's in Milton Keynes. So the library's just outside the Milton Keynes Centre. That looks pretty cool as well, doesn't it? Oh, and Andy, just so you know, look, here's my this is my store here. So if you click on Modders Builders Emporium, there's the gold paint that I've just been using. This is the Dremel I use here. You can get the big one if you wanted to. But the Arduino kit is not in this one. Where's the bloody Arduino? Oh, there's the Arduino kit right there. That's the kit I've got. You can buy the Arduino on its own if you wanted to, and there's a multimeter which is invaluable, especially when you're working on things like the DeLorean and probably the R2 when you turn it on and it goes wrong. Robbie Bobby, I believe, has one of these things. I want one of these turntables. I've got a turntable, but not this big. But that'd be brilliant to have R2D2 spinning around or something like that. Yeah, can't wait to get something like that. That'd be cool. But I have had a move around. Fast and Furious, have you won the lottery? How'd you get to do so many models? Fast and Furious, I haven't won the lottery. I do have a job. And I've got no vices apart from coffee. So I don't drink and I don't smoke. And Mrs. World of Wayne allows me to have a part build or two. But as Life of Brian Dave knows that, you know, sometimes you have to hide things from the missus. As a matter of fact, have you noticed that I've got my Thunderbird 2 there now? Look, my Thunderbird 2's there, look, with the extra pod. I've moved it. Why have I moved my Thunderbird 2? If you remember, I had it hanging, you can't see, but I had it hanging up here. I've moved some of the softbox lighting, and the softbox lighting is now suspended from the ceiling up here because I need this area clear. Because, again, Mark Tadgel and probably loads of other people in this group who mentioned it last time, I'm getting a 3D printer. I'm getting the CR10 S5, the 500mm plate, the really big one. So we're going to be doing some 3D printing next year as well. £695 I think it is, which is why I haven't got it yet, because I've got to blooming pay for that. I've got to save up for it. But yeah, 3D printing's coming. So thank you for all those people who kept going on at me about getting 3D printers. I'll be doing that. So let's read some more of the comments. Heaven's Eagle, they banned me from the groups too and I didn't do anything. Heaven's Eagle, you might have just liked one of my statuses and get yourself banned. Kev Doc, hi Wayne, just finished my RTGs, it's working great. The only problem is the app control isn't available yet. No, I understand that, Kev, it's annoying a lot of people. And I'm just hoping that when I turn mine on, it does the head turn left and right, the jerk forward, and it'll play a nice whistle to me. Because if it doesn't, you're going to see a man break down live on camera. Wayne Bounds, I forgot you were streaming. So sorry. I forgot I was streaming too. I normally put a notification up at the beginning of the day. But the DeLorean build went on for a lot longer today. All these wires are fiddly doing the wires just at the back there. So it put me behind a bit because I have to work in the morning. And then I try and do some work in the evening before I do the stream now. Because I work from home online. But yeah, all fun. I've got a turntable, very cool. Yeah, I want one of those big turntables, 1971 Street Hawk. John Fairbrother. I normally have milk, but I've got coffee today. I need coffee to keep myself awake. Wayne Downs, any ideas where I can get a 2.5 times 10mm flange screw from? Is that the one from the R2D2 set? 2.5 by 10mm flanged. I haven't got one in here. But I've got all sorts of spares. But as I said, I think I promised this to Mark again. I never keep the screws. The only screws I keep are these ones, which are for PCs. I never keep the screws. I never keep the magazines. Sorry if I missed any comments, by the way. I've been rabbiting on and not doing anything. Mrs. World of Wayne, he has a great wife. Do I? Why is that? So Mrs. World of Wayne, if I ask for a milk, does that mean you'd bring me a milk up? I suppose people aren't asking for Phoebe yet. I said to Phoebe, she can come in later on today. Fast and Furious, you still got your model. Is that for the Millennium Falcon, Chris? Not Chris Camplin. This is Fast and the Furious 7, Chris. See, I'm learning people's names slowly. Wayne Downs, oh, you're getting a 3D printer, sweet. Yeah, I've bit the bullet and I've been shopping around and I thought, if I'm going to do one, I want one that can print things in one piece. And I've got the room here for it. And the advantage is, if you remember, look, I'll show you here. If you remember, I've got my 3 cameras lined up here. So I've got my camcorder, my centre camera which looks over here, and this camera I hardly ever use. It's only when I'm picking up screws and stuff like that. But if I turn this camera around the other way to the space you can't see down here, I can actually do well, anything. I can do stop. What do they call it? When I speed up the 3D, I can do that. I can leave it on my computer on a 250 gig drive. It can be going for days. I can also log into it, that camera, when I'm not here. So if I get a foul print, I should be able to remotely tell it to stop by remotely controlling my computer. But yeah, it's a really good printer. As a matter of fact, let's see if I can bring that up here. 1 second. Where's my mouse gone? Okay, right. So it's the CR10S5. Now, I am aware Mrs. Welder-Wayne is watching this. So, Mrs. Welder-Wayne, if you could just sort of like hide your eyes now. You really don't need to be seeing this. There we go. That's the printer. 500 by 500 by 500 print bed. 695. It comes half packed. I've got to build some of it, not all of it. So that's pretty cool. I can get some filament as well for 717, and for what I want to be printing, I'm probably going to need a lot of filament. But that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? But Mrs. Welder-Wayne thinks I'm going to have it before April. I said no, because I want to go to New York. I need a honeymoon. We got married in October and we haven't had a honeymoon yet, and now we've got Christmas, so we've got to get out of the way. Chris, you can wait for Phoebe. Hi Wayne, did you lower the front of your DeLorean? No, it's not lowered. It looked lowered. I hope not. Either that or I broke it. But I did see someone put the white tyres on their car and I wasn't impressed at all. And I can see why Dave is not putting his on. Dave, on the Life of Brian channel, if you're still in here, Dave, he's doing a giveaway. So go over to Dave's channel. Just type the Life of Brian, spelled B-R-I-E-N, in YouTube, and you'll bring up his channel. 97 on Street Hawk. What do you use to clean fingerprints off the DeLorean? Windoline. Windoline on a rag. And I normally put it, and as a matter of fact, my rag at the moment is underneath my R2D2 because I use the same thing on that. Waiting down, CR10S5 is massive. Hope it fits. It will fit. I've got about 75 centimetre square gap here. So I'm sure that's enough for the printer, the body, and the little extruder on the outside, which is going to hold the filament. If it's not, that can just sit on this table here. It's not a big deal. So... Ethan Dolan, basically the new DeLorean Motor Company owner is rebooting the DeLorean. Production start 2009. Check the video supercar mega build. Well, that'd be interesting. Hopefully it's a lot souped up then, because the DeLorean wasn't a very good car. It looked good, but yeah. for an engineering marvel, it wasn't all that good. But it is nice that you can still get the parts for that. Fast and Furious, you're amazing, Wayne, from Chris. Yes, I still got mine. Thank you, Chris. Fleetwood J, Heaven's Eagle, the camper's worth doing. The camper looks brilliant, Fleetwood J, and to be honest with you, if I don't hear anything about the R2D2, got that in my mind. If I don't hear anything about the X-Wing by January, I'm going to be going for that, I think. Or that Space Lander, Apollo 11, if they decide to get on with it. Wayne Downs, you would need Octoprint on a Raspberry Pi Model 3 to remote control the printer and monitor it. No, I wouldn't. I've got remote control. I don't have to remote control the printer. I can remote control this PC that it's connected to. So I've got things like Join Me and all of that for that. I just leave that on. And I have an open remote link to my computer. So basically, it will just be like I'm sitting here and I can just stop the program here rather than remotely operate the printer directly. Neil Harrison, I still can't get batteries anywhere. I'll finish my build. Not so sad. Not turn it on, so sad. Look, Neil, let's see if I've still got this. Any battery on this site here will work for you. The trouble is they do come from Holland or the Netherlands. There's a link there for you. Any of those batteries will work, but again, you'll have to wait for them, and they're reasonably priced as well. If I just put that link in here, I did show this last time as well. Look, most of them are in stock now, actually. Just that one's out of stock. But all of these batteries will work. You want something... I mean, they're all... probably not this one. That's 2,100 milliamps. That's what I'm using, actually. Anything above 2,000 milliamps is perfect. Yeah, pretty much all of those will work. And I've already spoke to the whoever runs this site. They will happily post to the UK and pretty much all around Europe. So if you're struggling for batteries, that's where you want to go. John Fairbrother, your wife must be very understanding. My partner has banned me from any other builds. Yeah. Yeah, she is. She knows it keeps me happy. Wayne Downs, his house has been remortgaged 10 times over. Just can't afford all the part bills. You have no idea. Yeah, I've got no money. I'm a pauper, really. Fast and Furious, I'm not going to put my address out. I know you want to send me a postcard, but I really don't want, 100 people turning up at my door. Sorry, but, I've got to have some privacy. Mark, you're in the room. I've just been talking about you. Look, Mark, look, I've got the set for you, all 4 of the issues that just came. So I will be seeing you. It's probably going to be after the 20th now. It's a bit late, unfortunately, very close to Christmas, but I'll be seeing you before Christmas because I've got to have that C3PO up before that. And Mark, as I said, look, I've got the gold paint for it if you missed that at the start. So that's all good. But yeah. Fast and Furious 7 is my Twitter. My Twitter's always on. I don't think you could turn Twitter off, Chris. David Flegger, hi Wayne, sorting my EOI and using a MOSFET to control the Arduino. Might work with the EM board too. Well, Chloe, am I allowed to say this? Chloe, are you in here? Chloe showed me a prototype that she's done that mixes the battery pack with the inverter. So you've got 2 leads coming out that will control all in one by the look of it. I think that might be with a power mod. I don't know, but she's working on it, which is good. So that's on the parts group on Facebook. All the descriptions for these always in my YouTube channels. So Ethan doing a nice shirt. I was wearing what you saw in the DeLorean video earlier on, the jumper and the shirt. God, it was hot. The Mrs. Welderwain likes this house to be like Barbados, and it is really hot in here, so I had to take it off. Which is why, look, I've got Star Wars on, and I've got like Star Wars lounging pants. Look how loud they are. Loud and proud. Can't believe I'm showing you my fashion sense. You're lucky I've got lounging pants on. I was almost sitting here in my boxer shorts. No one wants to see that. Bannerfug, hello Wayne's World. Hello Bannerfug on Twitch. I don't really get many chats on Twitch, so I don't know what that is, but I stream to both channels. Because there is like a crafting channel on there as well, although I think I might have accidentally put that in just chatting this week. So I need a holiday, Jason. Come to the beach. See, where I live now, I'm millions of miles away from the beach. I used to live by the beach. But yeah, I can't do. Actually, look, talking about the beach, look. Anyone seen the film? Look, there's one of my tattoos. That's when they get all the 3 lines put in on the beach. That's from that one. And this one's from an officer and a gentleman. Lucky Sphere ain't on here. Sphere, you on here? Because these need recolouring. And I've got a big one on my back. But there you go. Heaven's Eagle, Mrs. Wayne. He could spend money on the models and be home, or could end up at the pub. You're absolutely right. I could have a vice. Jonathan Cliff, hope they definitely release the Apollo 11. That would be brilliant, but I've heard nothing about it. As a matter of fact, the person that sent it to me, I don't even know where they saw that. So I'm glad he did send me the link. But it didn't come up. 97 Street Org. Is it possible to connect the EOI to the existing circuits in the DeLorean? No, it's not, because you need an inverter to up the voltage. And what will happen is you'll plug it in and it may even turn on. But if you try to operate anything else, the power will drop and all the lights will go out. And anything you try and press, it will just drain the power. So you can't do that, unfortunately. Even with a power mod, I don't think will work. You need the inverter to up the voltage to it. Is the C3PO still available? Not seen it yet. Are you talking about the one that I'm going to paint, Sol? Because if it is, yes, it is. I showed Mark already has got me one, but it's in my store. Look, let's transition that over. See, there it is. It's £34 on Prime. And that's why you can see it needs painting. So I'm going to paint that red arm. That was a bloody stupid idea. Talk about a marketing money-making gimmick from The Force Awakens. But yeah, I'll be painting this whole thing up and lighting those eyes up. That's what pretty most people have done. Matter of fact, if you look down what they brought together, look, people frequently buy the R2D2, the C3PO, just off camera there actually, and a pot of gold paint, which is quite funny. Oh, and do you know what the cost of the DeLorean's issue once they all released? Ethan, I really don't want to know. I'm guessing about 1,200, 1,300. 1,200, 1,150. Just doing my calculations. 1,150, but then if you've got the mods on top, a lot more. Fast and Furious 7, love what you wear. Oh my god, what's your favourite Star Wars character? I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all my Kenner figures. I like Jabba the Hutt. He was one of my favourites. I like Jabba. I always liked Luke in his X-Wing. That was one of the hardest ones to get in the early 80s. Luke in his X-Wing uniform. And I've got that now. Timo Detlef, the forces be with you. I hope it is. I did put Jedi on the last census about 4 years ago. And I'll probably do the same again now. Quite a few Jedis around this neck of the woods. RB26 Det Skyline GTR 34. That's a good name. Wayne, how long does it take to build the Eaglemoss DeLorean? How many issues are left for you? Right, we've got 29 issues left. And most issues take about 10 to 15 minutes. Issue 48 will probably take you about 5 days. That issue today took probably just over an hour. Anything to do with wires and electric seems to take a hell of a lot of time. So, David O'Flanagan, if you use the old wire with USB, then you need a separate 5-volt power supply. You will probably need a separate power supply no matter what. But stay with Chloe. Keep looking on the parts group because something's in action for that. What I saw looks pretty impressive. Andy Nash, I have Action Man lounge pants. I've got lounging pants all over the place. I was in hospital, 2014, for what I thought was a kidney infection. This was about February time. And I was in hospital for a week. They figured out I had something called a psoas abscess. And what I didn't know then, that I know now, is that could have killed me. So they did an ultrasound on me to have a look for this abscess when I was meant to have it drained, and they couldn't find anything. So they said, fair enough, it's gone. Well, 2 weeks later, I've lost, I'm 11 stone. I've lost 4 stone or something. And they put me back in hospital. I was in hospital for 3 weeks while they try and get rid of this psoas abscess. But when I was in there, this is where I got all my lounging pants from because I was in hospital for so long. But yeah, it could have killed me. Apparently, I read somewhere that Tiny Tim from Dickens' Christmas Carol, he suffered from a psoas abscess, which is why he couldn't walk properly. That's what it does. It stops you walking pretty much. And that's probably why he eventually died in the future. God, how can I tie Dickens into that? That's crazy. This is, by the way, Mark Tadrell, you missed him talking about 3D printer. He's made space. I did make space. You're right. I didn't tell Mrs. Wildawayne I was making space. I just made space. I said I just prefer it that way. Hiromi, hello Hiromi. Yeah, I have things in my mind that I do without telling her, but they are ticking around in my head. So, Paint with Penny, hiya. Blimey, YouTube adverts are getting worse, are they? It's bad when I do my own adverts, Penny, for the DeLorean, the modelmods.com site. And, you know, the shameless advertising that I put down here for my Amazon site. Oh, it's shameless. Svi! Well, if you want those tattoos redone, just let me know, mate. Consider it a Christmas present. Oh, bless you. Svi, believe it or not, me and the missus were talking. I said we've got friends and family who live in Portsmouth. So next time we're passing, if we go down the M3 we might drop into your tattoo shop in Eastleigh there. Not to have anything done, just to say hi or anything. So just to say hi, because I've been looking at your Facebook page for the tattoo shop, and wow, there's some pretty impressive stuff there. If anyone wants to throw any business fees way, then check out his tattoo shop. Hang on a second. Yeah, the Hero Lounge Tattoo Studio. Some of that's pretty cool stuff. Look. Yeah, I've been looking down this list thinking, oh my God, look, little Falcon there. But yeah, very impressive. You are very talented, Svi. Very talented. Wayne Downs, guys, would we all like to see Wayne struggling to build a new 3D printer when he gets it? There's not much to build. It's in 2 pieces from what I understand. It's not like what poor old Chris Camplin had to go through. I won't be building it from scratch. David O'Flanagan, so did you correct your little test from the DeLorean video today? I did, and I would get it down off there if I didn't risk the shelf collapsing, but thanks for noticing, because I always do that. You know what it is? Because I didn't follow the instructions, did my own thing, I missed it. So, but I'm glad it's fixed now. Heaven's Eagle, Bandai makes a half-scale BB-8 model kit that you could build up and park it next to your R2 unit. That'd be good, but I'd like the operational one because did anyone ever see the YouTube video of the guy building the BB-8 from a paper mache ball? Then he put wood fill around the outside, he sanded it, he had an Arduino circuit in it, and the thing looked amazing to say it was just made out of paper and wood. And that's what pretty much got me onto this. I've got to build models. I've got to build models. This guy's amazing. But, I mean, that video had about 4 million views, so you all must have seen it. Hi, everyone saying hi. Hi, everyone. Simon Medhurst, hi, I just finished my R2D2 build. You're going to know. When is the app available? I've got no idea, Simon. I'm just like you. But I'm telling you now, don't be surprised if they charge for it. Mark Tadrell, no, you need a CR10 S5 3D printer. That's what I'm getting, Mark. I just had it on my screen. Oh, you look back on the VOD and you'll see. That's the one I'm getting. I've made space for it already. And I didn't let Mrs. Weldaway know, which is why it's a contentious issue. Which is why when you see the little moderator post from her down there, she's probably like, oh. Paper Penny, yeah, just been watch an entire advert about hydrophobia wound dressing in order to watch the stream. What the hell's hydrophobia? Fear of water, wound dressing. I don't pick these adverts. It's very hell yeah, it'd be awesome to meet you, mate. Yeah, no, I'd love to come down there. I've been to Eastleigh once before. The train sort of like from Portsmouth didn't go the way it's meant to go through Hazelmere and stuff. It went the long way round, the Basingstoke way, so we ended up in Eastleigh. And I used to have a Blockbuster store there years and years ago. Andy Nash, I'm near the Portsmouth Chichester area. Andy, I actually help out working at the Chichester area for a car dealership there. That's what I'm working from home there. Miss Wayne, Sphy really needs the one on his back made bigger. Do you want to see the one on my back? God, I'm going to take my clothes off. If anyone doesn't want to see my naked back, then stop now. But I will try and show you this. Sphy, this is for you. That's my back one. And it needs recolouring. And someone said it was wonky as well, but I don't think it is. I think it's just the way I was standing at the time. You can all look again now. I'm sorry for that. That's probably just got my stream banned. We're going to have everyone laughing at me now. I know we are. Wayne Downs, you still have to screw the gantry onto the main base and plug in all the wires, then level the bed. Yeah, the leveling of the bed, no, not a problem at all. I've got a firm floor for that, so we'll be fine for that. I think the gantry's going to probably be fun. 1971 Street Hawk. The Fast and Furious Charger is now live on Altea. Maybe we'll ship to... Yeah, I mentioned that. I think it was in episode 1, 1971 Street Hawk. But again, whether these things come over... We can't even promise the X-Wing's coming out now, which is a bit of a shock. You have the CR10, which is a smaller version of CR10. And Wayne, it's the... What do you think of the... I'm more interested in print quality rather than how fast it takes, or I'm not bothered about any. It could take 10 years for all I care. I want to have minimal after work on it, minimal sanding and filling afterwards, which is why I've picked that one, because I've been reading reviews on it. Plus, it's been recommended, so... Wait, not to mention there's going to be an NC... now you see the NCC 1701D Enterprise model. Yes, I would do in a heartbeat if that comes out, but not the one that's pre-built. I want to build it from scratch. Even doing a model started for me in nursery. I used to like Lego, but I didn't really... Going into my adolescence, I sort of... I was more of a Meccano man, you know, putting the metal things together rather than Lego. Nursery, no, I know what you mean, Ethan. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne, you now need to persuade your hubby to print you a Bobo out, Wayne. Well, Penny sent me a link to show me some of the videos from that Bobo. Oh my God, and it even makes the noise. Hydrophobic repels moisture. Well, see, I was terrible at biology in school. You wouldn't believe that I've got a natural science degree, would you? But I didn't do the biology paper on it. It was more chemistry and physics. Hydrophobic. I've learned something new. Happy wife, happy life. Mary, is that from a film? Happy wife, happy life. That sounds like a quote from Jerry Maguire or something. Alan, also, when you get it, what are you going to build first? Alan, you shouldn't have asked that. I want to build, Mark, you're listening to this. Yeah, Mark's telling you right after that about the files for printing R2-D2 parts. I want to do that. It's probably going to be in the new year, Mark. So I'm going to be looking at you to help, if that's all right. You're only down the road. I'll have you over here helping me. Chris Burns, damn, you just blinded me. Sorry, Chris. Ethan, wouldn't it be cool if someone made a build Polar Express? I'd love the Polar Express. Any engines like that, even the Hogwarts Express would be good, like a really decent size one that could work. That'd be brilliant. Can you imagine how much that would cost? That'd be a lot of money. Heaven's Eagle, I have 8 more shipments on my R2 builds. I'm over halfway on the parts. Wait and see the working one on your channel. A lot of people are Heaven's Eagle, but put it this way, I've got a video bite of when I turn it on for the first time that I'm going to inject in the video when it comes. And it's all depending on when I press that on button, if it behaves itself properly. Because if it doesn't, I've got another video, which is just, yeah, you're going to be seeing some, a world of Wayne that's not very too happy. I think I've only been angry once on stream before. I think it was on my Eagle Moss frustration video, and I really was. Mrs. World of Wayne will tell you I had a hammer ready to smash the thing up, and I was going to smash it up on stream. I was just so sick and tired of it that I was just going to get rid of it. And I think that was the door problem, round about when the door and the hinge problem came through. So, yeah, I was going to get a hammer to it. That's how bad I feel. I'm glad I didn't now. Svi, I'd have to rename the channel Strip with Wayne. We can have some fun with your back, mate. Still plenty of room. The thing is, Svi, someone told me ages ago, tattoos are addictive. I was like, no. And then when I got this little one, where is it? I've got this little one from the beach there. You know, this took about 5 minutes to do. Even that needs recolouring, actually. And I thought, no. Then I think 3 months later, I got the Eagle. And then I was just hooked. But luckily, the friend that I had doing it, he was no longer in the tattoo studio, because if he was, I'd probably be covered. Mark, Esther Wayne needs a full-size R2-D2 now. Please, can we have one? We've got a space for it, Mark, at the top of the stairs here. As long as it doesn't go wandering off by itself and fall down the stairs. So, Chris Burns, you love Lego. I said my nephew-in-law, he's just got the Millennium Falcon, big million-piece one. I'd like to see what that looks like when it's built. The slower you print, the better. And it's also about the is it the filament size or the gap size or something? I need to read up on all of that, but I'll probably print something, a few little small ornaments to start off with, just so I can get an idea of how it works. I don't want to be wasting too much filament while I'm doing that, and I'll probably document it on video as well, because I'm one of these people that like doing things from a very beginning to an end. And if I can teach you people how to do it from a very beginning to an end as comprehensively as I can, I get joy out of it. Perhaps I should have been a teacher. Wayne, Wayne, do you sleep in a tent above you? No, I wish I did. Gary Richard, wasn't the NCC model supposed to be another EM build? I don't know, but if it was, I'd be yeah, I'd be worried. 970 on Street Hawk. If you buy the Thunder Road from Randy Cooper, you could do a build video for that. I will, but when those pieces come, they're going to need to be painted before they go together. As I said, I've got a friend who's got, oh God, what's his, I'm going to try and find his website, 1 second. Bear with me. I don't think I've showed you this site before. And this guy's on my Facebook group. He's one of my friends. I'll show you some of the work he's done. Now, his business is called Mooncrest Models. So I'm going to go over to that now. This is Mooncrest Models, and this is some of the things that Gary, who does this, has done. I'm just going to try and find, has he got a, oh, it's moved there, hang on. Oh, it's gone all new. So some of the kits and some of the stuff he does are bust and figure kits. Things like Davros, some of the doctors there, Nosferatu, the Peter Cushing doctor, Robocop. Really talented guy. Obviously, these have been sculpted from scratch and then made in kit form. He's a big Doctor Who fan. That's why there's a lot of Doctor Who stuff here. Let's have a look at ready-made collectibles. My phone is ringing. Mark, I can't answer. I'm on stream. I'll call you afterwards, Mark. But yeah, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Sorry, I missed the chat again. I don't know where I am. Mrs. Wayne, we talked about a life-size R2-D2. I said my life was incomplete without an R2-D2. I'm sure I said that. I'm sure I said that since the kids moved out to university, something was missing from my life and it can only be replaced by a life-size R2-D2. Alan, Mark is the man for the job. Oh, he certainly is. Big time. Mark, when we go to... When there's conventions next year with the R2-D2 Builders Club, I'll probably be coming along. The last R2-D2 magazine that came, he slipped in a pamphlet for them. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the R2 Builder site, that's good. Hakan, the Batmobile from the 60s TV series would be very nice. That is supposed to be coming out, but I haven't saw any sight nor hair of it. It might be in some territories around the world, but I don't know. You'll still have to sand and fill plus prime. Yeah, I understand that, Mark, but the I want to do as little as possible of that. I've seen some where you may as well just print a very basic thing, then use the filler on it. Because obviously the filler's going to make it nice and smooth, but we'll have to see. Wayne Downs, it's the layer height that determines the resolution and the visibility of the layer lines. The lower the layer height, the harder it is to see them. Does that use more filament? How many times do the extruders get blocked? These are the questions I've got. Your nozzle will be 0.4mm done. Right, okay. You've just answered that question. Thank you. Paper Penny, 3D printing, smaller nozzle, smaller layer height and slower speed is better quality. Larger nozzle layer height is lower quality but very good for printing parts that are attached to other parts. Gotcha. Right, okay. See, I said I'll be a complete and utter journeyman when it comes to 3D printing. Haven't got a clue. Mr. Gadd, hello there. I haven't been in for ages. Hello, Mr. Gadd. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the setup. I said it is changing. I said this you've probably seen has come down a bit lower. I needed more light on this. The Thunderbird 2's now moved. I got a new shelf up here, and it's a shame that this is a bit lower and you can see it in camera now, but I can't really move it. But I can move the camera here anywhere I like. You see, I can move it up, round, there, upside down. Because it's attached to a Yeti mic, you see, that's on my... I'm fussy now. And I changed the poster again, Back to the Future. But yeah, it's stuck to the top of my Yeti mic, which is on a mic boom arm, so... Wayne Down's got to admit that since I learned live leveling, I haven't looked back. I heard leveling's a big deal, and having a hotbed as well, is that something that's recommended as well? You're so nude answering your phone. Mark, I don't even answer it when my daughter rings me. Wayne, check your Facebook message. I will do, Svi. I'll do that after the stream. Andy Nash, get a life-size Wookiee. Well, some of these events that I go to, London Film and Comic Con, they've got people in the life-size Wookiee outfits. When they open their mouth, they... But I understand one of the events recently, I've been seeing it all over my Facebook, one of the suits got stolen, or one of the heads got stolen, but they've got it back now, I heard, so that's good. Richard Roberts, the Enterprise D was released in Japan but never took off. Really? Eagle was planned model but is now abandoned. It's not surprising. Some things that do absolutely amazing over here don't do well in Japan, and it's vice versa as well. As a matter of fact, you'll probably see that the whole Japanese influence now, it seems to be coming into England and America in a big way. In Insomnia, it was just full of Japanese sort of like pop art. Is that the word? I don't know. Mary Smith, my husband has learned a lot about DeLorean build watching your videos. Oh, thank you, Mary. My wife has learned a lot about watching me build. She does get to see me on YouTube. Oh, by the way, if you've got a phone, my phone, which has been ringing, on YouTube now, they've got a... let's see if I can show you. Oh, well done, Mark. I've just seen that picture on my phone. Thank you, mate. Let's just show you this. When you click on your subscribers on your phone... Look at the top there. You've got stories now. Just on there. When you click subscribe, it says stories. I recorded my first story today. Apparently, it's only available for people with over 10,000 subscribers. And the story that I did today was me sitting on the stairs looking at the front door, waiting for the postman to come to deliver my R2D2, and it didn't happen. So I was sad. I was very sad. Masking tape's what you use to level the bed. Ah. 1971 Street Orc. See you later if you've already gone. Love the Yoda on the wall. That lights up. The Yoda's... I don't think it's got batteries. It's controlled by this remote here. And what that does is it... Oh, God. Let's get it all the way up there. You can't really see it. It lights up the... If I press it once, it lights up the head. If I press it twice, it lights up the lightsaber there. So let's put that back there. God, my OCD plays up big time. All of those light up. They're all on my Amazon thing here. I've had that quite... I got that... Was that Mrs. World Away? Was that a birthday present or Christmas? I can't remember. Right. Paper Penny. Hotbed is needed for ABS, but not for PLA. But it does help. Right. Okay. Fair enough. That's good. I said the only time I see 3D printing instructional videos is either 3D printing nerd on YouTube or Barnacles, who doesn't make printing videos anymore. Although he's just got a new massive 3D printer. So hopefully he can start demonstrating that. That'd be good. Chris Burns, that voice was amazing. What my... It's not as good as my R2. Have you seen the video of the guy that printed a life... What? A life-size Jabba the Hutt? How much filament would that have been? I think that would solve the plastic in the sea problem. Hey Wayne, do you like the movie Daleks? I'm not a Doctor Who fan one bit. And I have got some videos on my channel of the Doctor Who figurines, which my daughter was collecting, but I really don't like Doctor Who at all. He bears also really fused for keep the cup hot. It is because at the moment, Svi, my coffee is cold. Look, there's still a little bit left, if you can see. It's cold, but I like cold coffee. I've got one of those Degusto machines, and I think I drink far too much coffee. Mary Smith, I didn't realise Wayne was a marriage counsellor as well. I'm so sleeping on the sofa again tonight. Yeah, what's going on with O2, Chris Camplin? My son's on O2 and he's telling me that it's been down most of the day and they haven't sorted anything out. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne hates Barnacles with a passion. She thinks he moans too much. He's always ill. She thinks he's a lazy slob. She'll be one of the ones that gets banned. But I watch it because I like him. And it just annoys her. So, chicken. Wayne Downs, if anyone tunes in right now, they will think Wayne's gone nuts. Yes, they will. And yes. Wayne, when I was in like, I don't know what year, years ago before the grade system changed in school, I was in year 3 and year 4. So that would be years 5 and 6 now. Yeah, so I was in years 5 and 6 in school then. I had a talking golf ball in one pocket and Super Peg in the other. I was a very lonely child. I've always been crazy. As a matter of fact, when you see me on YouTube, I'm very toned down to what I'm normally like. Yeah. And I don't drink. I say a lie. I mean, I'll have the occasional beer once a year, and I do like rum. I love a Bacardi, but not to the point where I get drunk. As a matter of fact, Mrs. Welder Wayne, she had a gin, a big 1 litre bottle of gin about 3 weeks ago, and the thing's gone already. That's what happens when you're a teacher. Chris Burns, what's your best Bond film ever? Live and Let Die. I love Live and Let Die, and then probably Moonraker. But I like the ones that people don't like. I thought Octopussy was brilliant, and View to a Kill I loved. But people didn't like that sort of thing because, you know, James Bond looked 110 years old by that point. But, you know, it's what era you're brought up with because Roger Moore's always going to be my Bond. I don't like Daniel Craig. I think he plays the role too serious and too, intense. I liked Pierce Brosnan, and obviously Sean Connery was like where it all started. But I think Roger Moore added a certain charm to it. Ethan Dolan, oh well. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, well, too. Sorry, I've missed the chat again. I need to keep on top of these things. Even Dolan. Hey, Wayne, do you like... Oh, yeah, sorry, you're talking about the Daleks. Yeah, no, I don't like Doctor Who. If DLSD brings out C3PO, I'll be doing it for sure. DLSD has got a C3PO soul. I don't know if you're aware of that. But it's a... Look. There. It's a 1/6 scale C3PO here. Look, £229. Well, that's on the UK site anyway. But I think I'd just rather have the one that Mark's got for me. And then I get to play with it. So. Mark Tadgel, you. What does that mean? You. I'm sorry if I'm missing chat. I don't know what you means. Oh, O2 sorted now. That's good to know because my son's been panicking about that all day. Mrs. Runaway understands happy wife, happy life. She's very happy. We've only been married for like... Oh, wait a minute. Mrs. Weldaway, it's 2 months anniversary today. When Wayne was in hospital, he made a little mouse to keep him company. I did. I made a mouse out of the paper sort of like cup they give you with the tablets. And I was talking to it after the end of 3 weeks. Wayne does out of all the YouTubers, Weldaway is the one that I give my right arm to meet. He's absolutely awesome and seems the nicest guy you could ever wish to be. I'm like this in real life, Wayne. Thank you for that. Mark knows. Mark's met me. Nothing wrong with OCD. You wait until he comes to my house. The Spy Who Loved Me, amazing. Yeah, Spy Who Loved Me is a good one. I like Jaws. That's why I like Moonraker as well, you see. With Richard Keel. Wayne, we would geek out all day. I am an intolerable geek, and I'm always quoting movie films. As a matter of fact, trying to have a conversation where I'm not quoting a movie film is pretty impossible. As a matter of fact, you've probably seen it starting to creep into some of my videos, like the Monty Python not appearing in this movie thing, and the what's in the box in the last R2 build. Roger Moore was the best. Love, yeah, I love The Saint. That's probably what got me onto Roger Moore. But yeah, Live and Let Die. I don't know what it is about that film. I love it. Roger Moore's the greatest eyebrow actor the world will ever see. I would say, yeah, definitely, Penny. Until obviously Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that guy's got eyebrows that are like, I can't do what he does. Yo, Wayne, have you got a bloody headache after all these texts? Yes, I have. Oh, Wayne Downs, Roger Moore and Leonard Nimoy. Andy Nash, I said I taught myself from scratch on the Arduino set, so it is cool. I mean, like, I haven't used some of the bits. You've got remote controls, so you can operate the DeLorean if you linked your Arduino up through this, rather than open it up. Teach you how to do that. We've got, show you some of the items in here. Look, we've got the matrix board, so we can have messages scrolling along the screen here. And if you didn't want anything scrolling along the where's my other thing? Hang on a second. Just looking what I've got in here. I'm missing a part. That's not good. I'm missing a bit. We've got touch keypads. Looking like that. We've got God knows how many switches in here. Water sensors. All of this comes in the on the kit. Fans. Lots of motors. Headphone jacks. Power jacks to provide external power. I'll show you how all of that works. I'm just trying to find, there we go. You can have the 8x8 matrix. This one here is pretty much what your flux capacitor is. If you've got the mod from Chloe, it's obviously a shrunk down version. And you see you've got these little pins at the top here. You can actually link these together. A little bit like how the LED TVs work in the big stadiums and stuff, the big screen boards and stuff. So you can link hundreds of these together. But what they've got, the flux, is just basically a far, far smaller version of that, and 2 of these together, which is pretty cool. But doing the electrics is the easy bit. Actually doing the programming is where it gets a bit fun. You've probably seen these before, look. Where you seen them before, peeps? That's the sensors that identify distance from the R2. But obviously not from the R2, but that comes in the Arduino set there. Plus I've got a whole, I ordered separately a massive tray, a bit like this, of LEDs. So I've got yellow, red, blue and white LEDs in there, which is why I'm going to use some of them for the C3PO. Oh, thank you, Svee. Yep, 2 months today. None of us realised that, did we, Mrs. Wayne? So I remembered first. So now I get to take that. You forgot. Chris Burns, am I a fan of the Fast and Furious? I love Fast and Furious, but not so much number 2. Number 3 spoilt the story, and then number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatever number they're up to now is trying to rectify the cock-up they made in the story with Tokyo Drift. So, oh, bye, Penny. Thanks for watching. Richard Chisholm, me and my mates quote Python at work all the time. Yeah, we're the same. Mrs. World of Wayne, she hates it when I'm like, I want Princess Lucky to look upon me as her own dad in a very real and legally binding sense. So, oh my, that looks great. I hope it comes as a part work, so I'll look into both. Thanks. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Have a good Christmas, you and the family. If you're not on chat now, you're a funny man. I'm Chris. I feel like, oh, that's fake. Thank you, Chris. Bye, Simon. It's all good. I will have a good Christmas. Where did I get the Back to the Future poster? I was looking online for a Back to the Future poster, and they were like stupid prices. Then I went into HMV in, where was I? Kettering. And I got it for £3.99. So, it's good. I was going to have Joe Walsh's Out of Time one on there, but with the postage it would have cost to send a poster from America to here, I thought, no. Definitely not. Carl, you and Mark Tudge will have to pop into the old toy shop in the city centre in Leicester. Yeah, Carl, no, definitely. I wouldn't normally be in Leicester in about... Well, I'm outside Leicester at Obi Way around about the 20th, but I'd normally pick my son up from university there, but he's getting a lift back this year, so I won't have to do that. He isn't the son of God, he's a very naughty boy. Oh, and that's Capricorn, is it? My brother wants to congratulate Big Nose. Who are you calling Big Nose? Big Nose? John Fairbrother, I think just Joe was really busy. He had a lot on with a lot of events that he was going to for the DeLorean, so it sort of fell off the table, I think. But he must be busy. I haven't spoke to Joe for a long time, so I don't know if I've upset him. I haven't got a clue. If I have, Joe, and you're watching this, I'm sorry, but I don't know what I've done. I know I put a lot of people's noses out of joint by leaving the other Facebook group, but I didn't make a big deal of it. I just left. I didn't tell anyone. So that's my prerogative. If that group's got a problem with that, sorry, but there you go. You're a funny guy. What, I'm a clown? I'm here to amuse you? How am I funny? Sorry, Chris. Ah, you're near Glenfield. My son was in Glenfield in January because his lung collapsed. So I was there all the time. Bless him. We've had a tough year. What with my brother-in-law and my father-in-law going in hospital a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, next year will be better, I'm hoping. 2019. Ethan, what's my favourite Christmas film? Polar Express. You're going to be surprised about this one. I like Polar Express. I love Home Alone. And I love, believe it or not a Christmas film, Life of Pi. Because it came out at Christmas about 4 or 5 years ago. And I kind of like watching it every Christmas. It's sort of like a Christmas film to me. Even though it's got nothing to do with Christmas. But yeah, I love the Polar Express. Oh, and the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I like that as well. Goodfellas is a great one. Fleeing, guten Abend. Wie geht's dir? Fleeing. Carl, you work at Sandycliff Ford. Years ago, I used to work at Sandycliff Ford back in the tractor plant in Essex in Basildon. Svi, the model kit for the Back to the Future train, that's Randy Cooper's one. That looks amazing. I mean, it comes unpainted and unpacked, but once you've got that all looking good, that would be nice. Monty Python is an institution. I think everyone should be forced to watch it in school. Sehr gut, danke. Mein Deutsch nicht gut. I still learn for my German back when I was in school, saying the very eloquent "Wie komme ich am besten zum Post," rather than "Wo ist der Post?" Ich bin glücklich. Sorry for all of you who don't speak German. I work all night and work all day. We're gonna be doing all the lines from I'm a Lumberjack now, are we? You like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? I like it up to the bit where he plugs the lights in and the electric meters are going absolutely crazy. But I've never got into the National Lampoons, I have to say. I don't really watch I'm a Celebrity, Chris. I watched the first couple of episodes and just got bored of it. Yes, marked 2 months today. We got married on the 6th of October at Rutland Water. Let me show you the... I'll show you the church. If you've ever seen the film called... is it Starfish? Is that the film? If you've seen the film Starfish, the church we got married in is there. But unfortunately, it was a... oh, there we go. There's a picture of the church. That's where we got married. It's a lovely church. And then if I come back out, I'll try and find a nice picture. Hang on. Mrs. World Away, and you're going to be like, what are you doing? I'm trying to find one of all the family. We got so many pictures on here, it's ridiculous. Out of the pictures, we didn't actually have a proper photographer at the wedding, so we used a program called Wedge Shoots, where we got people to upload their pictures to an app, and there's 1,180 pictures on there. So I was like, oh my god. There's got to be one with all the family here somewhere. I don't know. I've got one where we're in the car somewhere. But I can't find it. I can't find it. Sorry about this, peeps. Yeah, look, this one's us walking down the aisle. There we go. All having fun there. It was a good day. That was 2 months ago. But the weather was god-awful. Absolutely god-awful. But that sort of made the day, really, because it made it more memorable. Chris, did you find out the name of the toy? You can remember? No idea, Chris. All I can remember is I'm guessing it was one of these Chinese sort of toys, because it was bought, after speaking to my mum, from a market stall as a set in Pitsea from Alf Cohen. If any of you all lived in Pitsea around that way, you used to have a market stall there. And it came in 4 boxes. So there was 4 ships in total. So, but yeah, I guess I'll never find it. But, you know, was good. The one in the car, the selfie. That's what I was looking for. Oh, there we go. I found it. Here we go. This is us in the car. There we go. Look how happy she is. Look. Oh, bless. God, I'm soft. Should have asked me. Oh, John, fair brother. Now you tell me. John, you wouldn't have liked it. You would have been blown away. It was that Saturday where we had the real terrible winds and weather. It was terrible. Carl, I don't need a discount. It's in limp mode. What, is your car in limp mode, Mark? Sorry, I'm missing the conversation here. I've got a reset. What do they call them? Thing in my car. You plug in for the ECU and reset everything. Did you both meet on the day? What, you mean like for the first time? The funny thing is that Mrs. Rhoda Wayne had a wedding car, obviously, and she went off. So I went off as well. And we're only about, I don't know, a mile outside where we live. And it turns out I'm pulled up behind her car, the wedding car. So I had to pull over, give her 10 minutes to get further down the road. Mary, thank you, Mary. You have a good Christmas too. Is Mrs. Green still happy? I certainly hope so. She still smiles like that, so that's a good sign, I guess. It's a nice pic. I'm just sorting out my wedding in September 2020. Oh, that's all good. Wedding planning is good, but now we're planning the honeymoon. As I said, this whole 3D printer that Mrs. Wilder Wayne's only just found out about obviously takes priority over the 3D printer. The honeymoon takes priority over the 3D printer. So it's yeah, I definitely, Mrs. Wilder Wayne, if you're watching, I know you're watching. I won't be getting it before that's paid for. So there we go. Chris, you want Phoebe now? What's the time? Phoebe, come here, come here. There's a good girl. Phoebe, come here, come here. Right, come here. I just want to go on camera. Phoebe loves being on camera more than I do. There you go. There you go. There's everyone again. Look. What do you have to say, eh? What do you have to say? Ah, you're a little rat, aren't you? You're just a little tiny thing. Yeah. She's my little baby, and she likes being treated like a baby too, don't you? Hey. There's a good girl. There's a good girl. Yeah, so this is Phoebe. Phoebe should have her own Twitter account, I think. Because, like, you know, she gets more fans than me. Phoebe. Phoebe's her name. The Phoebe fan club. We named her after Phoebe from Friends. But the good news for Phoebe is that... Let me just put her on the floor a minute. Phoebe was born on November 5th. And we thought she was 11 years old. But I was looking at some old pictures of her as a puppy. And I realised that my youngest son, he's in the picture, which means she couldn't have been born in the year we thought she was born. So she's actually 10. She's not 11. So that's cool. I'm jealous that you're going to New York. That's where I'm going for my 40th birthday in 2 years. I can't wait to go to New York. We're going to do a twin centre though. We're going to go New York and Washington because there's loads of things I want to see the Smithsonian Museum. I'd like to see some of the Civil War stuff in Gettysburg and stuff as well. Andy Nash, thanks for your helping replies, Wayne and Mr. Rowan. Good night. See you same time next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for watching. So I prefer 3D print. I'm only saying that as my wife isn't watching. Say it's secret. We'll learn a code. It's all cool. Right, people, I'm going to start wrapping up now because... I really want to drink. My throat is killing me and I don't want to leave to go down there. So thank you all for watching again. R2-D2, because I said I have my kids every other weekend. R2-D2 is going to probably be out this weekend. The finished one. But I do want to make sure I do a proper job on it. Not just doing the build, rest of the build for 100. I want to get a montage going. And loads of people have been inundating me saying that they want exact instructions of what to press, what it does, what the lights do. And hopefully they may have sorted the app out by then. But I wouldn't hold your breath on it. I really do think there is a problem between Google Play and the Apple iCloud store. But that's that. So anyway. Thank you all for watching. Until the next time, and I'll be back next Thursday. Okay, so everybody take care of yourselves. See you later.